So today is our day 4, and today we will try to design some program and we'll try to learn the numeric data type, string data type and boolean data type together. Okay, so come to that place where you had designed created one folder. As I created one folder yesterday for day 3 in my document. In document inside the summer I had created this folder day 3. I am going to create one more folder and the folder name is day 4. Okay, whatever the program today I will be designing, I will save all this program here. Now press Ctrl N and open it. When you will press Ctrl N, you will get the front panel and block diagram. I have shared 4 videos to all of you. Using that 4 video, you can know how can you customize your front panel. Okay, so here I am going to customize the front panel and block diagram in front of you. If you want, so you can follow me. I don't like this. I don't like this kind of gray front panel. I want to change this front panel view. So for that, I will come into tools. Then I will come down and I will click in the options. I have shared 2 videos. I will share this video again so you can watch and you can update. When you will click in the option, you will get option palette, option dialog box. In the option dialog box, the first one is the front panel. In the front panel, I will drag it top to bottom. I will drag this scroller bar top to bottom, and here control style for new VI. I am going to select NXG, NXG, NXG style. After that, front panel grid. I am going to close the grid. Okay, I have done it in the front panel option. Now I am going to select the control palette. Okay, function palette. Sorry, environment. Now I am going to click the environment. In the environment, in the environment, I will drag up to down, top to bottom, top to bottom, and here I will get this color. This color. I will uncheck the color, and for the front panel, I will click in the front panel. When I will left click in the front panel, I will get this color options. In this color options, I will select white. You can select anything as per your taste. Now I will hit the OK button. Now you can see it's not look okay. The gray line has been disabled. Now I will close and open it again. When I will open it again, so I will get the front panel and block diagram in the same color. So if you have done this arrangement, so we can move next. Can we move? Now, when you will right click, you will get control palette. In this control palette, we have different kind of styles. Modern style, NXG style, silver style, system style, classic style, and express style. All the all these are different styles. There is no difference between the view. There is no difference between the sorry. There is no difference between the performance and logic. The difference is the only difference is in style. Here I am going to click the style. Here I am going to take a numeric control from the modern style, and if I will come to the NXG and I will take a numeric control from NXG, so it will look like this. Both will perform the same actions without any problem. So here I am going to change my style. So to change style, I will right click and I will drag my options up to the either I will right click and I will pin in. Are you able to see this pin? I think you can see this pin. Okay, just left of the controls. In the pin, here the customize. Okay, change visual palettes. In the change visual palette, I am deselecting all. I am deselecting all, and now I am going to select only the NXG style, and after that I will hit the OK button. Now I will get only NXG style in my front panel. Have you done this idea, this logic? Yes. So now here our first program, today's program is we are going to write a code for to find even and odd program. Even and odd program. Okay? Even and odd program. So for that, right click here. You okay? We can discuss the logic of program at the same time when we'll try to develop and try to write the code. So now we are going to write a program to display which number is even and which number is odd. So for that we need one numeric control. Why? Using this numeric control we can enter our number which we want to check it is even number or odd number. So here input number, put input number. After that what is the logic? Let's discuss first logic. There is a only logic if any number is divided by 2, completely divided by 2, that means that is an even number, right? If any number will complete divided with 2, so that number is even number. So what kind of program we can write? So to write that program, come here, come to the block diagram, come into the numeric. There is one function that is divide functions, and there is one function that is a quant and reminder. One function, the function is divide function, and another is quant and reminder. Okay. So if you will take divide function, if you will select divide function or you will use the divide function, so you will get only how many times the number has been divided. But if you will take the quotient and remainder, so you will get the remainder. So here the main concept is if any number is divided by 2, that means completely divided by 2, that means that number will not generate any kind of reminder. That means the reminder will be 0 each and every time. The core concept is this: if your number is an even number, that means the remainder will be 0 after dividing with the 2. So here I will take quotient and remainder functions. I will place here and I will try to divide it. So here I will get divide functions. Sorry, quotient and remainder functions. Take this one. Open the label. First, right click here, take quotient and reminder functions. To take quotient and reminder functions, you can come to the numeric. Okay, you can take the quotient and reminder function, you can place here, then right click and label. After that, right click and create a constant. When you will create a constant, you will get this kind of the constant play constant object options. So now insert 2. This will generate a reminder and it will generate a this number will generate reminder and this will generate a quotient. So here the reminder is important for us. Okay. Now here this number will generate either 0 and either any number. Okay. Either 0 and either any number. Okay. So for the programming concept and logic, each and every time we need to check our reminder is 0 or not. If our reminder is 0, that means our program is that means our number is an even number. So for that, we can right click in the block diagram, we can come into the comparison, and in the comparison we can check where is the equal to 0 function is present. So equal to 0 functions is present first column second row. First column second row, equal to 0 function is present. So now take the equal to 0 functions and place here. Open the label and click. Now right click and create an indicator. Right click and create an indicator. Right click, create an indicator. When you will create an indicator, so you will get this then you will get this LED. You can change the name of this LED. Okay, info. Here, if LED will be glow, so number will be even number, and if LED will be okay off, so number will be odd number. Look at here. Run the program. 0 is the even number, minus 1 is the odd number, 1 is the odd number, 2 is the even number. Please write the code. When you will done, inform me. Then we'll try to improve. Then we'll try to improve the code again. Please write the code. When you will done, inform me. Then we'll try to improve the code. This numeric input number is a numeric control, but our output is a informations. Output is a boolean. Okay. When you will done this code, so please inform. Then we'll try to improve the code and logic. Okay, after this, now we want to check our reminder is 0 or not. So for that we can come here, we can come to the comparison. In the comparison, the first column second number will get the equal to 0. So we can take the functions equal to 0 functions and we can connect. After the connections, we can open the label to know the function name, and after that we can right click and create indicator. After creating indicator, we can rename, we can change the name info. In the next step, do one thing, press Ctrl and space. If you are not able to find the proper functions only for functions, press Ctrl and space. Ctrl and space. When you will press Ctrl and space, whenever you will press Ctrl and space, you will get quick drop. Now search quotient and reminder. Okay, are you getting this quotient reminder? Here we are working with the numeric data type. So you can, okay, we are working with the numeric data type. So you need to search the functions which is connected to the which is connected with the numeric, okay, on the numeric database. The function which is connected to the numeric to perform any logic. If input and output both are numeric, so you can search that functions from numeric functions palette. Have you done this program? Anybody? Please inform. Okay. Now we are going to I want to display the informations in the terms of now I want to dis, display the result in the form of informations. So here take a string indicator. This string indicator will display the informations. Okay, so how this is a numeric functionality. This is the numeric, okay, it is a numeric functions, concept. So how can we display? So for that, look at here, all of you here, please once right click in the block diagram, come to the comparison. In the comparison you will get the select functions. Right click in block diagram, come to the comparison, you will get the select functions and place here. Open the label. Again right click in the block diagram, come into the string, and the first column second last string constant, as 2 is a numeric constant, so hence same we are taking string constant. Take the string constant and place here and write even even number. You can copy and paste and you can write odd number. After that, please look at here once. I am going to connect this event number with the top of the select functions and odd with the bottom of the select functions, and now connect with the middle one. Now connect with the result. Please design this program. And try to check your logic is working or not. As per my knowledge, my logic will work 100%. So when odd number, even number, odd number, even number. Here we are using the numeric data type, sorry, string functions. So in this functions, so in this program, here we are using the numeric controls, boolean indicators, string indicators, string constant, numeric constant, one functions that is a numeric functions. This is a comparison based function and it's a comparison based functions. I will share so many videos. You can watch the videos and you can learn the detail about each and every functions. You can go through my YouTube channel. You will get so many videos related to each and every functionalities. Yeah. So look at here, all of you. Please try to watch and the end step by step. Right click, come here, come to the comparison, take a select functions and place here and open the label. After that, take a string constant and place here and write even number, even number. Then copy and paste odd number. Make a connection like this, connection like this, make a connection like this, and then right click, create indicator, indicators, and this indicator will be here. You can change the name odd slash even. Thank you, Siddhant, to complete this task and motivating me. Okay, to motivate me, thank you. Now come here. If you want to know the proper logic, if you want to know the proper logic of quotient and remainder, equal to zero functions and select functions. If you want to know the proper logic for quotient and remainder, equal to zero and select functions. So press Control plus H, H for Harshit, H for Hari, anything. Control H. When you will press Control H, you will get the context help then. When you will press the Control H, you will get context help. Now In the context help, you will get this info. Now, when you will touch any functions, using your cursor, when you will roll your mouse and your cursor will go over the any functions, particularly functions, you will get the informations. Quotient and remainder. Quotient remainder functions compute the integer quotient and the remainder of the output. These functions rounds floor x by y to the nearest integer towards minus infinity. Here, if you will click the equal to 0 functions, so you will know it will return true value if x is equal to 0. Otherwise, the functions will return the false. Select function returns a value wired to the t input or f input depending on the value of s. The middle one, green one, is s. S is the select function conditions. If s is true, the function will return the value wired with true, and true is the top. The first one is okay, top one is true and bottom is false. Now, if you have done this program, so please try to save with the name of in the day 3, day 4, even and odd. Okay, even and odd. Now we will learn how can we create a module of this program. Now we will learn how can we create a module of for a module for this program. Module for this program means we'll learn will okay, here the long program we have written. Now we'll try to create one our own functions. Here we are using this function, this function, this function, and some object. Now we'll learn how can we create a object for our given for our written programs. Have you done? Have you saved this program? Have you saved this program? Yeah, yes or no, please. Okay, no problem. Done. Now come here. Please watch carefully. I will give you complete time to create to solve. Okay, to design this program. Select all. Select all. All of you, please select all. Control A. You can press Control A to select all. After the select all functions, come to the edit options. Are you getting the edit options? Now you can see the edit option in the top of the ribbon, just right of the file edit. Click the edit options. In the edit options, here you will get create sub vi. Create sub vi. Click the create sub vi. Click in the create sub vi. All of you, first of all, select all, come into the edit and click create sub vi. Create sub vi. When you will click this create sub vi, you will get this kind of logic. What is the meaning of this logic? The meaning of this logic is our program, our all functions and programs, okay, has been converted into the sub vi. Sub vi is just like a subroutine program of C or text-based programming. Sub vi is just like a C program, sorry, just like a subroutine program, okay, subroutine concept of text-based programming language. Subroutine concept of text-based programming language. So now where is our code? So when you will right click, now you can see here I am getting the vi number 2, here the vi number 3. Okay, now double click and open. When you will double click this one, so you will get this front panel, right? double click and open. When you will double click, so you will get this front panel. Behind this front panel you will get your code. So here I am going to change here. Have you done this? Okay, have you done? Are you able to open this sub VI front panel block diagram? Inform me. Anybody? Yes, Mahalakshmi, Sai Lakshmi, Siddhant, Shiva. Thank you. Thank you. So now look at here. In the top of the in the right top of the front sub VI front panel. Right top of the sub VI front panel, you will get this connector pen. It is a connector pen. Using this connector pen, you can assign which pin will be input pin and which will be the output pin. So in this connector pen, I am going to right click here and come into the pattern. Come into the pattern. Come into the pattern. Now in the pattern, you can see there is okay one input, one output, two input, one output, two input, two output. I am going to select this function, two input, one output, two input and one output. Now you can see the input. This input is the string. Sorry, this input is my numeric and color is orange here. This string or sorry, this output, this indicator output or an event is a string, and the string is connected here with the pink color, and one more output, that is a boolean, the boolean led that is connected here with the green color. Now I am going to save the program. I will keep this sub vi even odd sub vi. I will save this program as even and odd sub vi, and I will hit the OK button. When you will done, when you will able to save the program, please tell me. Okay, after the save this program, please tell me. If anybody want to know again what I did, so I'm going to show you the logic. First of all, I had selected all, then I come to the edit and I click the select of vi. Selected all, I okay, then I come into the edit and I create sub vi. After the create sub vi, I double click and open this. I double click and open this module. This module. This module is sub vi. In the field of LabVIEW, we call it code reusability. Code reusing. Okay, code reusability, code reusing, modularity, whatever you want, you can say. Now here you can see in the front panel this one. This is the connector pen. This connector pen, using this connector pen, you can classify it. I think the classified will be a correct word. Which one, which pin will be the input pin? You can configure which pin will be the input and which will be the output pin. So here I am going to right click. In this right click pattern, two input, two output. Automatically it has been selected. Input orange, numeric, it is numeric control controllers. Numeric controllers color is orange. So here this one is string. String is indicator. String indicator is present here, and it is a boolean indicator connected here. And after that I saved. Now Have you done this program? Now come here, open a new VI, press Ctrl T, open a new VI, press Ctrl T, open a new VI, press Ctrl T. After that, right click in the block diagram, right click in the block diagram. You will get, are you getting this? Select a VI portion here, select a VI functions here. Are you getting select a VI here? Yes, no, please tell me, sir, ma'am. If you are getting the select a VI program, right click and scroll down. You will get the select a VI option here. If you are getting the select a VI option, so click in the select a VI. It will redirect you same places where you had saved your even and odd sub VI or even and odd functions. Take even odd sub VI. Click the even odd sub VI and hit the OK button. Right click, come here, click in select a VI, click in even and odd sub VI and hit the OK button. Our own written program is here. This functions, we have designed these functions. You have designed this logic, this program. Run, even and odd. Have you done, sir, man? Now I want to now now I want to specify more informations. Given number is negative number and even number. Given number is positive number and odd numbers. Now I want to modify this code and write more and display more informations. So how can you find such number is even number or odd numbers? Please tell me, how can we find the given number is even number or odd number? Sorry, how can we find the given number is positive number or negative number? Sorry, how can we find the given number is positive number or negative number? How can, if number is greater than 0, so number will be positive, number is positive. Yes, if number is greater than 0, if number is greater than 0, so number is positive. If number is less than 0, so number is negative. So here, right click, all of you, right click, come to the comparison, try to find the functions greater or equal to 0 functions, because 0 is also a positive number. Where is the greater or equal to 0? Here, greater or equal to 0. So take the greater or equal to 0 and connect here. Now right click, comparison, I have taken the select functions, right click, take a string constant. Please don't ask me how can I take this string and string constant, because you have done same logic earlier. Okay, so first is the positive number, take one more, and that will be negative number. So the select, this select output will, okay, this select will give me output. The number is positive or negative. When you will done inform. Okay, now have you done? Okay, thank you, Nitesh. After that, take one more string constant here and write your given number NMB is okay. Take it here one more and write and. You can use and characters. Okay. Now look at here. All of you, please look at here. Please. Here I am taking right click. Right click. Come to the string. Right click. Come to the string function palette. Where you will get the string function palette? You will get the string function palette. Last column, second number. String. In the string, you will get concatenating string function. Concatenated string function. Concatenate string functions. So take this concatenate string functions here. And you can increase the size like this, and appropriately your given number is, इसके बाद space up, odd numbers will be connected with the second and will connect with the third and this result. Now here I am going to delete the result. I am going to delete the even and odd functions. Now right click, create indicator, and result / info, whatever you want. I'm going to show you the result first. After that you can design. Okay, run. Look at here. Uh, After the end, one space, and okay, run. Your given number is even number and negative number, odd number and negative number, even number are positive numbers, and this way. Now please design this program and save the program. Then we'll design another program. So what is the purpose of, what is the meaning of the concatenating string? What, okay, or the logic behind it? So control H, just click the and read. You can read the done this program. Kunal, have you done this program? Thank you, Siva. Thank you, Nitesh. Now I am going to save the program here. Update odd even. Okay. Right. Let's try to write one more program. So now here I am going to design one program that will be divide. Sorry, average of two numbers. Average of two numbers. Average of two numbers. So for that, right click, take a numeric control. First number. Okay. Two number. first number, copy and paste second number, for second number. Right click, come here. We know the logic a plus b divided by 2. A plus b divided by 2, that is the program 0.5 average. Average. Now you can check. Have you done? If you have done, so please try to convert it into the module. Now let's try to convert this program into the sub VI. So to convert this program into sub VI, no need to right click and go to go edit and create sub VI. Now we'll do something else. Okay. So right select. Okay. So here, come here. I think it is visible to all of you. Look at here. So for this average program, how many input? 2 input and 1 output. So first I will right click here and I will come into the pattern. I will take 2 input and 1 output. That one 2 input and 1 output. Look at here properly. Please look at here. Look at here properly. First click here. Click OK. Now I think my cursor is your cursor is look like plus sign, so it is operating tool. Now it's look like dumbbell safe, so it is connecting tool. Click here and select the first one. Click here, select the second one. Click here and select the third one. When you will done this 3 step, then inform me. Thank you. After that, are you able? It's visible. This icon. This icon is visible to you. This icon is visible to you. So right click in this icon and select this edit icon, edit icon, edit icon. Right click in this icon and click the edit icon. When you will click edit icon, so first time it will take few seconds, then you will get this edit icon dialog box. By default, you will get the template here. I think you are getting, by default, you will get a template here. Templates, icon text, glyphs, layers. Their filters and this one. Okay, template icon. Now click the icon text. Icon text. Click the icon text. After click the icon text, when you will click the icon text, you will get this line text 1, line text 2, line text 3. So by default, I think I don't know what color you are getting. So you can change the color as per. You can change the color as per your fancy. Okay. Now look at here. What I am trying to do. This one is the select function right now. Are you able to see the select functions? This one is select tools. Select tools. I will select it and I will delete completely. Here I will write A plus B two. When you will done, inform me. To write, just use your keyboard. Click here and write. Earlier, you can select here and you can delete. Using this, first select all and delete. Then use this line A plus B, then minus 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 and 2. You can write here. Then hit the OK button. You will get your own. You will get the modified icon. You will get the modified icon. Look at it. Look at here. You will get the modified icon. Now you can save the program average. Average of two numbers. Now I'm going to close the program because I have saved it. If you want to show how can write an editor, so it is last time I'm going to show you. Right click, right click, edit icon. When you will come into the edit icon, by default you will get a template. Just left of the template, you will find the icon text. Icon text. Click on the icon text. In the icon text, you will find the line 1, line 2, line 3, line 4. Okay. After that, this one is the select button. Look at here. This one is select icon. Are you able to see the change? Yes, this one is selected. This one erase. You, if you want, so you can erase like this. But I don't want. Okay. Select. I will select. I will select from this to this, and then I will press the delete button. I will press the delete button. After delete, I can write here A plus B in line text minus 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 line 3 2 A plus B divided by 2. It's done. It is now.
Yes, sir.
Please tell me here. So now, uh, in the last program, in the last program, as per the last program, we can get the average of two numbers. Okay, as per the on the basis of last program which we have written, we can find the average of two numbers. If you want to check, or if you want to compute average of more than two numbers, then how can you write a code? If you want to write average number, sorry, if you want to get the average number more than two numbers, so what we can do? Sorry, no for loop.
So now we take more than two ways.
If you have more than two numbers, so how can you get the how can you compute the average? Look at here. Input is the array input. In input will be the array input, that is right. More than one number. If we want to display more than one number. If we want to display more than one number, if you want to write more than one number, so for that we can take array. So first create one array. Right click, data containers, array style. You will get array numeric. You directly take numeric array, place here. Either you can take array and exe style, and you can place numeric control. There's two way. Look at here. Right click. Either you can take the numeric array. Either you can take this one. You can take numeric array. Either array and exe style. I am taking array and exe style and take numeric control. Now I am writing three digit numbers. Two. Sorry. Two. Okay. We can drag it and we can write more numbers. We can drag it and we can write more numbers. Now I want to find. Now I want to write a program to calculate the average of all the four numbers. Average of all the four numbers. Now I'm going to change the questions. How can we find the average of n numbers? How can we find the average of n numbers? N numbers. Here, if number is specified 2, 3, 4, 5, so you can write a code. You can write a hard coded code. Hard code. Okay. You can write a code, a long and lengthy code, hard coded code. You can write. But if your number is n number, you don't know how many numbers are there. So how can you write a code? So for that, take an array. Look at here, take an array. Right click, come into the numeric functions. numeric function palette, there is one function, and function name is add array element. Function name is add array element. Add array element. Take the add array element, place here, and make a connection like this. After that, right click, come into the numeric divide functions. Take a divide functions. In this condition, in the present scenario, you know there are four numbers, so you can write here the number 4. You can write here the number 4, 5, 6. If you don't know how many numbers are present, how can you find the average of n numbers? Write a program to find average of n numbers. To find the average of n numbers. So for that, here, look at here, please. Right click. This is array function palette. Array functions palette. Right click, array functions palette. First column, first row, second column, second row, first row, second column, first row. Array size. Are you getting the array size? Take the array size, place here. Average of n numbers. Two point five. Five. 6. 7. 4 output. Have you done this program? Other person? Okay. If you have done, so now integer limit 2 to the power 31 minus 1. 2 to the power 31 minus 1. Integer limit. More than 10,000 number, more than 1 lakh number you can take. Numeric. Okay. Now look at here. Right click, patterns, one input, one output. Right click, pattern, one input, one output. Select here input, and this one is for the output. Okay, now right click, edit icon, select select all and delete. Delete. After that, avj n, avj slash n. I'm taking this one, avj slash n, average of n numbers. Now I will take this box and I will try to cover all these things. Then I will hit the OK button. It will, okay, now my new program module has been saved. So I can save it, average of n number. If I will open the same my design program, so it will look like this, average of m number. It is my program. If I will open my average of n number program, so here I can use it, average of n numbers. Okay, have you done this portion?
Yes, sir.
Great. Let's try to write a program to convert Celsius, degree Celsius to Fahrenheit. F2C. Copy image. Formula is here. Fahrenheit to degree Celsius. Let's try to. So here I am taking one. Okay. It is for the F. Let's look at here. I am taking vertical pointer for the F, and the range will be minus 100 minus 200 to plus 100 to 200. Just think 300. And now right click. You can come to the silver. You can take thermo. Right click. You can click here. You can come to this silver, and this silver you can take this thermometer. You can place here an F. Sorry, C. C is my output, F is my input. Let's try to write the logic. F minus 32. 32 is the constant value. F minus constant 32 divided by 1.8. 1.8 logic. Now see how easy it is. How easily you can write the code. Done. Now save it. F2C. Last program. Let's try to write a small program. Bar to Pascal. Bar to Pascal. Okay. Bar to Pascal. To display the Pascal. To display the Pascal. I can take this gauge. Pascal. And here I can write okay, and unit value I can give the kilopascal. Kilopascal. The unit value will be a kilopascal. kps. Now for the input I can take this one. For the input I can take the knob to just put the bar Either I can take the slider, horizontal slider for the bar. One bar is equal to 100 kilopascal. So just multiply bar is equal to 100 kilo. Okay. So I am going to multiply only 100. Only 100. By kilo here, automatically I had mentioned 100 kilopascal. Okay. That's why I am not. I will multiply only this one. Here I can take run. It's nearly one bar. One bar is 100 kilopascal. It's easy to design. Today I will share the video related to the numeric data type, numeric data type and numeric representations that you have to watch, and I will upload today's videos. Have you done this program?